On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Freshman.
A first-year student, typically in college or high school.
Examples:
Freshman orientation. Freshman year. The freshman class was excited to start their first year of college.
Intern.
To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria.
Examples:
Intern civilians. Medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations.
Photocopy.
A duplicate of a document or image made by a process involving the use of light and photosensitive material, a copy made by a photocopier.
Examples:
Photocopy machine. Color photocopy. I need to make a photocopy of this document before I send it out.
Righteous.
Morally correct and just, virtuous and morally upright.
Examples:
Righteous deed. A righteous war. The righteous person always does the right thing, no matter the consequences.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Thrust.
To push or drive forcibly, to impose or insert. Noun, the force used in pushing.
Examples:
Thrust a dagger home. Thrust a plate away. The engine thrust the rocket into space.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Underlying.
Significant as a cause or basis of something, but not immediately apparent or stated clearly.
Examples:
An underlying motive. An underlying cause of an accident. The underlying principle of every business was identical.
Evict.
To expel someone from a property, especially with the support of the law.
Examples:
Evict a person from his home. Evict squatter. The landlord may evict tenants for violations of the lease agreement.
Medication.
A drug or other form of medicine that treats, prevents, or alleviates the symptoms of the disease.
Examples:
Antibiotic medication. Medication by mouth. The pharmacist not only prescribes the medication but also guides its proper use.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Asthma.
A chronic respiratory disease characterized by wheezing, coughing, and difficulty breathing.
Examples:
asthma attack. Asthma symptoms. He always had to carry an inhaler due to his severe asthma.
Cockroach.
A flat, brown or black, chiefly nocturnal insects sometimes found in the home.
Examples:
cockroach killer. Have a cockroach phobia. Cockroaches sometimes cause allergic reactions in humans.
Litigation.
The process of resolving legal disputes through the court system.
Examples:
civil litigation. Litigation process. The government is considering litigation against the company for environmental violations.
Strategy.
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Glue.
A sticky substance used for joining things together, a bonding agent made from animal or synthetic materials.
Examples:
glue stick. Epoxy glue. The carpenter applied glue to the cabinet joints before nailing them together.
Poster.
A large sheet or picture that is placed either on a public space to promote or announce something or on a wall to decorate it.
Examples:
eye-catching posters. A wanted poster. We noticed a poster advertising a bargain.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Gross.
Being the total amount of something before any deductions, obese and ugly or unpleasant.
Examples:
the gross amount. Gross injustice. The drastic reorganization has significantly increased this company's gross profits.
Frustrate.
To hinder or prevent efforts, plans, or desires from doing, succeeding, or being fulfilled, to make someone feel upset or annoyed because they are unable to change or achieve something.
Examples:
frustrate the advancement. Frustrate other team members. The coach explained a strategy to frustrate the opponent's schemes to the players.
Intervene.
To intentionally get involved in a situation to improve it or prevent it from getting worse.
Examples:
intervene in a dispute. Intervene between quarreling parties. Following international law, our country does not intervene in the internal affairs of our neighbors.
Downstream.
In the direction that a stream or river flows. Adjective, in the direction of a stream's current.
Examples:
go downstream in a boat. Downstream processing. The boat drifted downstream and was carried away by the current.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Pediatrics.
The branch of medicine that deals with the care and treatment of children.
Examples:
pediatrics department. Pediatrics clinic. I am studying pediatrics in medical school because I love working with children.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
a medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Hire.
To give somebody a job.
Examples:
hire a guide. Hire a car by the hour. We should always be prepared to hire talented recruits.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Blessing.
A gift or favor from a higher power or force, an act or expression of approval, encouragement, or gratitude, something that brings happiness or good fortune.
Examples:
count your blessings. Bestowed blessings. Receiving support from his friends was a great blessing in his time of need.
Clinic.
A building or hospital department where people can go for medical care or advice, especially of a particular condition.
Examples:
visit to the veterinary clinic, a dental clinic. She holds a clinic on Tuesday mornings.
Endless.
Having no end or conclusion, infinitely very large in size or amount.
Examples:
endless possibilities, endless hours. He looked out the window at the endless stream of people.
Reel.
A cylinder on which film, wire, or other flexible materials that can be wound.
Examples:
cable reel, a 6-reel film. He put the fishing line on the reel and cast his line into the water.
Cartoon.
A simple drawing depicting a humorous or critical situation, often accompanied by a caption.
Examples:
cartoon character, cartoon industry. He spent his afternoon watching cartoon movies on TV.
Exhaustion.
The state of being extremely tired and lacking energy or strength.
Examples:
exhaustion of energy, emotional exhaustion. The long work hours were taking a toll on her mental exhaustion.
Moth.
An insect with wings similar to a butterfly that travels at night and is attracted to light.
Examples:
moth larva, moth attracted to the light. The moth is a serious threat to the farm's output.
Palpable.
Able to be felt or touched, easily perceivable or noticeable, tangible.
Examples:
palpable tumor, palpable lie. The tension in the room was palpable as they waited for the results to come in.
Hallway.
An interior passage or corridor onto which rooms open.
Examples:
the head of a hallway, wax a hallway floor. He dashed down a hallway to a bathroom.
Naive.
Showing unaffected simplicity and lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment.
Examples:
naive belief, naive mistake. The con artist's lies quickly took in the naive young man.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
fundamental education, fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Unlimited.
Without any limits or restrictions.
Examples:
unlimited liability, unlimited resources. An unlimited data plan is a popular option for heavy internet users.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples:
A bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Prescribe.
Of a doctor, to advise and order the use of particular medicine or treatment for someone, especially in writing, to issue commands or orders for something.
Examples:
Prescribe a drug. Prescribe in the preceding paragraph. Federal bankruptcy laws prescribe the reorganization process.
Antibiotic.
A substance or drug that kills or slows down the growth of bacteria.
Examples:
Antibiotic resistance. Antibiotic allergy. He has been prescribed an antibiotic to treat his infection.
Apartment.
A self-contained living unit within a larger building or complex, typically consisting of one or more rooms or an open space used for living, cooking, and sleeping.
Examples:
Rented apartment. Furnished apartment. I am seeking a spacious apartment with a balcony and a parking spot.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples:
A sand pile. The height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes.
Pantry.
A small room, closet, or cupboard used for the storage of food, particularly non-perishable items such as canned goods, dry goods, and spices, a supply of food stored in this manner.
Examples:
Pantry items. Kitchen pantry. I need to clean out the pantry and throw away any expired food.
Nurse.
A healthcare professional who is trained to provide care for the sick or injured. Verb, to try to cure by special care or treatment of an illness or injury.
Examples:
Nurse practitioner. A volunteer nurse. The night shift nurse checked my vital signs before administering the medication.
Nutritious.
Providing nourishment and essential nutrients for growth, development, and overall well-being, conducive to good health and proper bodily function.
Examples:
Nutritious ingredients. Nutritious meal. Eating a balanced and nutritious diet is important for maintaining good health.
Prescription.
A written or spoken instruction that directs a medical practitioner to prescribe a specific treatment or medication for a patient.
Examples:
Prescription drugs. Fill the prescription. I need to refill my prescription for allergy medication at the pharmacy.
Core.
The most essential or fundamental part of something.
Examples:
the core of an apple, core business activity. These gas nebulas are merely newborn galactic cores.
Advocate:
a person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples:
an advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Landscape:
an expanse of scenery that can be seen in a single view, a large area of land, especially in the country and relating to its appearance.
Examples:
a peaceful landscape. Landscape painting. Recent electoral shocks have shaken the political landscape in Europe.
Communal:
belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Jack:
a mechanical device used for lifting or supporting heavy objects.
Examples:
a jack of all trades. A line jack. He used a jack to lift the car to change the tire.
Congratulation:
the act of expressing that someone has an occasion for celebration or the expression of pleasure at the success or good fortune of another.
Examples:
congratulation on a promotion. A matter for congratulation. The congratulations from her friends and family were overwhelming after she won the championship.
Historic:
famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Context:
the circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Brutal:
harsh or cruel.
Examples:
brutal bully. Brutal honesty. The brutal attack left the victim with serious injuries.
Delta:
a triangular area of low and flat land that is formed when a river flows into a larger body of water and deposits sediment, an object shaped like an equilateral triangle.
Examples:
river deltas. Delta cone. The Nile Delta is a rich and fertile region that has supported agriculture for thousands of years.
Malnutrition:
The condition of having an improper or inadequate diet, typically resulting in weakness, illness, and developmental problems. The state of being undernourished or lacking essential nutrients.
Examples:
Severe malnutrition, childhood malnutrition. The doctor advised the patient to eat a balanced diet to avoid malnutrition.
Pharmacy.
A place where medicines are prepared and dispensed, a drugstore or chemist's.
Examples:
Pharmacy chain, online pharmacy. I need to go to the hospital pharmacy to pick up my prescription.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale, economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion, an opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Furious.
Extremely angry, full of rage.
Examples:
Furious anger, a furious sea. The coach was furious with the players for their lack of effort during the game.
Bureaucracy.
A system of government in which most of the important decisions are made by state officials rather than by elected representatives.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy, arbitrary bureaucracy. The bumbling bureaucracy made it difficult to get the permits we needed.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll, rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Logical.
Characterized by clear and sound reasoning, following a rational and systematic approach, based on or in accordance with logic or reason.
Examples:
Logical conclusion, logical reasoning. The mathematical equation had a logical solution that was easy to follow.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions, industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples.
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Devastate.
To wreck a place or an area or cause significant damage.
Examples.
Devastate an area. Devastate the economy. Earthquakes can also trigger tsunamis, which devastate coastal areas.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples.
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Reinvent.
To change something so drastically that it looks to be completely new.
Examples.
Reinvent local dishes. Reinvent our life. They have tried to reinvent their grocery stores.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples.
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Straightforward.
Easy to do or understand, or simple, free from ambiguity.
Examples.
Straightforward manner. Make a straightforward dash. The defendant gave a straightforward and accurate description of the accident.
Healthcare.
The organized activity or business of preserving mental and physical health by preventing or treating illness through services offered by the health profession.
Examples.
Healthcare agency. Rising healthcare cost. In an aging population, citizens must pay more to maintain quality healthcare.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples.
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples.
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Articulate.
To express oneself clearly and effectively in spoken or written language.
Examples.
Articulate his position. Eloquently articulate. She was able to articulate her argument in the debate clearly.
Aspiration.
A strong desire to achieve something, the action or process of drawing breath.
Examples.
No aspiration for fame. Aspiration into the lungs. He has an aspiration to become a doctor.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples.
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Harbor.
An area of water next to the coast where ships and boats are protected from rough water by piers, jetties, and other artificial structures. Verb, keep in one's possession.
Examples.
A sheltered harbor. Harbor a resentment. The tsunami swamped every boat in the harbor.
Fierce.
Severe and violent in a way that is frightening.
Examples.
Fierce competition. A fierce animal. The fierce thunders echoed across the plain.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples.
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples.
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Drift.
To move smoothly and slowly in water or air, especially as a result of outside forces, with no control over the direction.
Examples.
Drift down the stream. Drift away on a raft. I drifted around for years in Europe before going to university.
Firm.
Resolute or unwavering in decision-making or action, strong or secure in structure, make or composition, reliable, trustworthy, or dependable. Noun, a business or company.
Examples.
Firm grip. Accounting firm. The firm deadline for submitting the project is tomorrow, so we need to work efficiently to finish on time.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples.
Claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples.
An ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
Inhale.
To breathe in air or a different substance, such as smoke.
Examples:
Inhale the smoke. Inhale the aroma. He inhaled deeply, trying to calm down.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Shelter.
A structure built to protect from poor weather, danger, or attack. Verb, to protect or shield from harm or adversity, particularly relating to environmental conditions or danger.
Examples:
Rainproof shelter. Anti-air raid shelter. They need food and shelter.
Clinical.
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples:
Clinical surgery. Participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Specialty.
An area or field in which a person or thing excels or specializes, a particular branch of study, occupation, or expertise, a special or unique skill or talent.
Examples:
Coffee specialty. Regional specialty. The chef's specialty was a delicious seafood pasta dish that everyone loved.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Presumption.
An idea or belief taken to be true without proof or confirmation, an assumption or hypothesis based on incomplete evidence or understanding, a forward or audacious attitude or behavior that assumes too much authority or familiarity.
Examples:
Presumption against forfeiture. Presumption of guilt. It is a common presumption that doctors know best, but patients should always ask questions and be informed about their healthcare decisions.
Elevate.
To raise something from a lower to a higher position, to give a promotion to or assign to a higher position.
Examples:
Elevate educational standards. Elevate a close relationship. Eating food in a hurry elevates blood glucose levels.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Index.
A list of items, such as names, subjects, or keywords, that is arranged in a particular order and is usually found at the end of a book or document. A number or symbol that indicates the value or level of something, such as a stock index or a temperature index.
Examples:
A full text index. Health index. The stock market index measures the performance of a group of stocks.
Electronics.
The branch of physics and technology that deals with the behavior and control of electrons and the use of electronic devices and systems.
Examples:
Electronics industry. Electronics store. The company specializes in manufacturing and selling cutting-edge electronics.
Automatically.
Without needing a direct human control.
Examples:
Record driving automatically. Automatically adjusted. Our subscription plan is automatically renewed.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
Generate more electricity. Generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Volunteer.
A person who performs or offers to perform a job or service without being paid for or forced to do.
Examples:
Seek volunteers. My volunteer work. The teachers make full use of volunteer assistance.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Coding.
The process of writing or creating computer code, which is a set of instructions that tells a computer what to do to create software, websites, apps, and other digital products.
Examples:
Coding skills. Coding challenge. Coding boot camps have become a popular way to learn coding skills quickly.
Radical.
Relating to the essential aspects of anything, far beyond the norm, mainly used of opinions and actions.
Examples:
A radical flaw in the plan. A radical cure. The government established by the coup was more radical than before.
Transformation.
A complete change in form, nature, or appearance of someone or something.
Examples:
The transformation of a tadpole into a frog. Cast a transformation spell. Understanding unitary transformations of a normal matrix require considerable mathematical sophistication.
Static.
Not moving or not capable of moving, not changing or not capable of changing.
Examples:
Static electricity. Static website. The static image on the screen took a lot of work to make out.
Repository.
A place where things are stored in large quantities and can be found.
Examples:
Wine repository. Repository of useful knowledge. The ocean is a rich repository of natural resources.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
Diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples:
Promote a better relationship. Promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Sector.
A distinct part or division of something often used to refer to a segment of an economy or industry, an area or field of work or activity.
Examples:
Industrial sector. Private sector. The technology sector is constantly evolving and innovating.
Squeeze.
To apply pressure from two or more sides, to hold someone or something tightly in your arms, usually with fondness.
Examples:
Squeeze a lemon. Squeeze a confession. She squeezed the toothpaste tube from the middle to get the last bit out.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Obesity.
The condition of being significantly overweight, typically defined as having a body mass index, BMI, of 30 or greater.
Examples:
obesity-related diseases. Suffer from obesity. The prevalence of obesity has increased significantly in recent years.
Diabetes.
A medical condition in which the body cannot produce enough insulin to control the glucose levels in the blood.
Examples:
juvenile diabetes. Diabetes patient. My father was tested for diabetes.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Goldfish.
A small, freshwater fish with bright scales and a round body, often kept as a pet or used as a decorative element in ponds or aquariums.
Examples:
goldfish pond. Breeding goldfish. I enjoy watching the goldfish swim around in their tank.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Housekeeping.
The management and upkeep of a household, hotel, or other living or working space, including cleaning, maintenance, organization, and other related tasks.
Examples:
housekeeping duties. Daily housekeeping. The hotel's housekeeping staff does a great job keeping the rooms clean and tidy.
Devote.
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Acre.
A unit of land area in the U.S. customary system and the British imperial system, equal to 4,840 square yards, equals 4,047 square meters.
Examples:
half-acre parcel. An acre of forest. The farm covers over 200 acres of land.
Mall.
A large, enclosed shopping center that typically contains many stores, restaurants, and other businesses.
Examples:
largest electronic mall. Mall crawler. Many people go to the shopping mall to socialize and spend time with friends.
Playground.
An area where many people go for recreation, especially at a school or in a park.
Examples:
A well-equipped playground. A playground on the roof. There is a woods with a creek near the school playground.
Reclaim.
To take back something previously lost, given, or paid, or ask to have it back.
Examples:
Reclaim a competitive position. Reclaim land from the sea. You may be entitled to reclaim some tax.
Estate.
A large piece of land with an impressive house on it, often owned by a wealthy family, all of a person's possessions and assets at the time of their death, an area of land considered as a unit in terms of ownership, use, or taxation.
Examples:
Estate agent. Real estate transaction. The wealthy businessman left his entire estate to his children when he died.
Gateway.
An entrance, door, or other openings that lead to a larger space, particularly one that serves as an entry point or access point to a larger area or system, a route, means, or method used to gain access to or acquire something.
Examples:
Gateway drug. Airport gateway. The gateway to the city was a beautiful archway made of stone.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc., to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Anxious.
Worried and nervous.
Examples:
Anxious about his health. An anxious look. He cast anxious glances behind her.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Workforce.
All the people who work in a company, industry, country, etc.
Examples:
Skilled workforce. The workforce is on strike. Many companies outsource and hire consultants to keep their workforce flexible.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Tick.
A light, sharp, repetitive sound or action, a mark indicating that something is correct or has been done, Any of two families of small parasitic arachnids with barbed proboscis.
Examples:
Tick of the clock. Tick fever. I always put a tick mark next to the items on my grocery list after buying them.
Constrain.
To restrict or limit someone or something's freedom or ability to do something.
Examples:
Constrain his freedom. Constrain information flow. The political situation constrained the country's economic growth and foreign relations.
Stud.
A small object with a head on one end and a sharp point on the other, used for fastening clothing, leather, or other materials. An animal used for breeding, typically a male horse or bull that is of superior breeding stock. Verb: to decorate or adorn with studs, to provide with studs for support.
Examples:
Horse stud. Wall stud. He bought a new stud to attach the strap to his watch.
Encumber.
To burden or obstruct someone or something, making movement or progress difficult or impossible. To saddle with debt or other financial obligations.
Examples:
Encumber the property with a mortgage. Encumbered the company's ability. The new regulations encumber the process of starting a new business.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Unwilling.
Not ready or wanting to do something.
Examples:
Unwilling look. In an unwilling voice. They were unwilling to take any risks.
Crush.
To press it firmly, usually with your hands or a tool, so that it becomes flat or smaller.
Examples:
Crush coffee beans. Crush a revolt. The car was completely crushed in the accident.
Unparalleled.
Without parallel, equal in size, amount, quality, etc., better or worse than any other.
Examples:
Unparalleled views. An unparalleled achievement. Several American technology companies have achieved unparalleled success in terms of customer numbers.
Retrieval.
The process of recovering or retrieving something that has been lost or misplaced. The act of finding and extracting information, especially from a computer or database.
Examples:
Memory retrieval. Data retrieval. The software program allows for easy retrieval of files and documents.
Hone.
To sharpen or perfect something, to improve a skill or ability through practice.
Examples:
Hone abilities. Hone intuition. The athlete worked with a coach to hone her techniques and improve her performance.
Improbable.
Not likely to happen or be true, unlikely, having a low probability or chance of occurring.
Examples:
Improbable story. Improbable event. It is improbable that we will find a solution to this problem overnight.
Commitment.
A promise or firm decision to do something or to behave in a certain way.
Examples:
A commitment to an alliance. Meet his commitments. His business commitments took him to the United States.
Mad.
Insane, especially due to a mental illness, very angry.
Examples:
A mad person. Gets mad easily. He was mad with joy to see the results.
Division.
The act or outcome of splitting into separate parts, a critical organizational unit or sector.
Examples:
Cellular division. Division chief. Which division of the company do you work in?
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Ungodly.
Not conforming to religious or moral principles, sinful or wicked, outrageous or excessive.
Examples:
An ungodly amount of rain. Ungodly behavior. The movie's villain was portrayed with an ungodly mixture of cruelty and charm that fascinated and repulsed the audience.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Peer.
A person who has the same age, status, or ability.
Examples:
peer group, peer review. Among young people, peer pressure can be pretty influential.
Rugby.
A sport played with an oval ball, with two teams of 15 players trying to score goals by carrying or kicking the ball over the opponent's goal line.
Examples:
Rugby match, rugby team. He was a passionate fan of rugby and loved watching matches.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
Poverty alleviation, the cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Recruit.
To persuade someone to work for a company, to find new members for an organization, the armed forces, etc.
Examples:
Recruit a good worker. Recruit a new hire. The colonial government recruited militia support when civil war broke out.
Competitive.
Involving competition or competitiveness.
Examples:
A competitive price. Competitive position. The mobile application industry is a competitive one.
Intensive.
Involving a lot of work or activity in a short time.
Examples:
Intensive agriculture. Intensive care. The construction industry is labor-intensive, although it has been somewhat automated by introducing large machinery.
Professional.
Having or showing the skill appropriate to a particular job, competent or skillful.
Examples:
Professional athlete. Certified professional secretary. He has a professional demeanor and always presents himself in a polished manner.
Significance.
The importance or value attached to something. The quality of being significant or noteworthy.
Examples:
Significance level. Mystical significance. The significance of his discovery cannot be overstated.
Cohesive.
Causing cohesion, bringing people or things together.
Examples:
Cohesive ability. Highly cohesive group. He skillfully combines these fragments into a cohesive whole.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Leadership.
The ability, act, or status of leading a group of people or an organization.
Examples:
Under his leadership. Leadership by politicians. The country's leadership has decided to take large-scale measures against global warming.
Pipeline.
A very long, large tube that is usually underground and is used for carrying liquid or gas for long distances.
Examples:
A data pipeline. Pipeline facilities. Rebels sabotaged the main pipeline supplying oil.
Conviction.
A strong belief or opinion, especially one that is based on principles or evidence, criminal law, a final judgment of guilty in a criminal case, and the punishment that is imposed.
Examples:
Moral conviction. Conviction for murder. She spoke with conviction about the importance of education.
Efficacy.
The ability or power to produce a desired effect or result, effectiveness.
Examples:
Efficacy rate. Vaccine efficacy. The efficacy of this medication is still being tested in clinical trials.
Folk.
People in general, especially those of a particular group or type.
Examples:
Folk art. The folk songs of a particular district. Some seaweed was used as folk medicine in ancient times.
Chief.
Most important or primary, noun, a person who is in charge.
Examples:
Chief accountant. Chief events of the year. Mining is a chief source of income for the country.
Resident.
A person who lives in a particular place or has their home in a place.
Examples:
A resident of the city. Resident tax. Visa renewal for resident foreigners in this country is once every 5 years.
Internal.
Of or relating to the inside of something.
Examples:
Internal organs. The internal economy. The Prime Minister cancelled visits to other countries to resolve internal disputes.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Undergraduate.
A student who is studying for their first degree at a university or other higher education institution.
Examples:
Engineering undergraduate. Undergraduate course. The class was composed of both undergraduate and graduate students.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Insure.
To provide coverage in the event of loss or damage.
Examples:
Insure my house against fire. Ensure domestic tranquility. I will insure my car before I go on a road trip.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Utilize.
To use something for a practical purpose in an effective way.
Examples:
Utilize a different approach. Utilize a catheter. The cook utilized the leftover oxtail to make soup.
Deploy.
To move troops or weapons into a position or military action, to bring into something in an effective way.
Examples:
Deploy troops for battle. Deploy safety measures. This country deployed its weapons in the East region.
Percolate.
To filter through a porous substance or material, to pass through gradually or spread slowly, to rise or pass through a liquid or container, as in a coffee maker.
Examples:
Percolate around the web. Percolate through the whole industry. The coffee slowly percolated through the filter and into the cup.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Disappoint.
To fail to meet someone or their hopes or expectations, to make someone feel sad.
Examples:
Disappoint the audience. Don't disappoint me. She worked very hard not to disappoint her boss's expectations.
Abandon.
To leave a place, thing, or person with no intention of returning. Noun, a feeling of extreme emotional intensity.
Examples:
Abandon a friend. Abandon the practice. The castle was abandoned several years later.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Mobilize.
To make something ready for action or use, to organize people or resources for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Mobilize cooperation. Mobilize a stiff joint. The military mobilized troops to the border.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Obligation.
The state of being morally or legally bound to do or pay something.
Examples:
A deep obligation. Pay an obligation. You are under no obligation to finish the job.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Mandate.
An official or authoritative instruction or command, a commission or authority to carry out a particular task.
Examples:
Mandate obligation. An imperial mandate. The mandate given to the new government is to improve the economy.
Chase.
To pursue something or someone, to catch or capture them. To go after something vigorously or with determination. Noun, a pursuit or a hunt, a narrow groove or channel cut into a surface, often used for decorative purposes.
Examples:
Chase a dream. Wild goose chase. The police officer chased the suspect through the crowded streets until they finally caught him.
Excellence.
The quality of being extremely good.
Examples:
Excellence in product design. Highest standards of excellence. He has also won many marketing excellence awards.
Sophistication.
The quality or state of having a great deal of worldly experience. The quality or state of being intellectually or culturally refined.
Examples:
Cultural sophistication. Linguistic sophistication. The new technology added a level of sophistication to the manufacturing process.
Specialize.
To become an expert in a specific career field, study, or business.
Examples:
Specialize in childcare. Specialize in market research. The restaurant has chefs who specialize in beef.
Rarely.
Not happening often, infrequently, seldom.
Examples:
Rarely seen. Rarely used. I rarely eat fast food because I prefer healthy options.